Hello, welcome back to another Moonwalk chat, and I'm your host Jessie, and welcome to another Seascape Moonscape stream. What's up? What's up? So, for those who don't know me, I'm Jessie from Seascape, and we're here to introduce a really cool game called Moonscape here. And today we're going to play some Moonscape for those who don't know about this. For those who do know about me, hello, it's been another week. Do you guys miss me? Hello. So, hello, Susisa. Hello, Hamza Karala. Hello, and hello to all of the Binance users. And just so you know, you can always change your username so I can shout out to you. And hello, May Trader. It's June now, by the way. Alrighty. So, before I begin, I would love to introduce today's guest. She is one of my really good friends in this company, and she's super cool. She's super chill. And today we're going to talk about some cool stuff. We're going to talk about some tokenomics today. So, without further ado, let's welcome Charmika. Hi, girl.
Hey, what's up? I'm so happy to be here.
So happy that you're here too. So, hi. How about you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So, I'm Charmika. Everyone calls me Char, and I am the mistress of content, the countess of content. I kind of make sure that the messages from Seascape are expressed properly to our fans. I also help create certain things like within game. So, for example, I named the rovers in Moonscape, and just like a lot of things that deal with words and communication, usually come from me among our army of wonderful people. I've been with Seascape for a very long time, since October of 2020, which I guess in like physical reality years isn't very long, but in our industry it's kind of a long time. So I love talking about this industry. I love talking about our products, and I'm very excited to have the opportunity today to talk with so many people. Well, hopefully they'll say things that I can respond to, and we can play and we can learn together.
Yes, that's awesome. That's a really fun fact, a little trivia. I didn't know that you named the rover. That's so awesome.
Yeah, and the aliens, and
Really?
I named a lot of stuff in this game, actually. So, yeah.
Nice. So you're like the mother of Moonscape.
I'm like a little godmother, just going around naming things.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's me.
That's amazing. Great. So I think you'll be very intrigued to see what I did with my city then.
Oh, okay. Cool. Wowby.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me log in. Let me connect to my wallet.
Moonbase Alpha. I love it.
I love to show this beginning to everyone because I just love the whole color palette of it. It's just so beautiful.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really pretty. I think our team did a really good job on it.
Yeah, they worked hard. I watched them. It
Oh
was
yeah,
a labor of love from day one.
So yeah,
Girl, your resources, you've been eating them. You've been using them up.
I'm loaded.
That's loaded, dude. Like that's like one upgrade. You gotta go hunting, man. You gotta go like.
I need to. I have to. There's a user called Dbake. Said that you're very busy, so I bet that he attended to the previous AMA that you did.
Oh yeah.
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 Hey, Char over here.
Yeah, I was just at an AMA like 10 minutes ago. So yeah, I'm quite busy.
Pull out my map so I can see where my baby's at. Let me
Oh no,
go collect my resources first, because it's been a week. I hope they do their work.
it's harvest time.
It is. And let's hope I don't encounter any crazy alien.
Yeah, those aliens, they don't mess around.
They
don't.
don't. They don't.
They don't play. They don't play.
They don't play around. So also, I see like last night I went to the Chinese stream, and I teach Karin how to play this game, and apparently like he's being very obsessed with killing aliens now. I trained him as a killer now.
Oh my god, that's wonderful. I mean, like if you can get like hooked on one thing on this game, murder. That's the takeaway. Clearly,
murder. He's my misguided Padawan.
Oh my god, your murder Padawan. Jeez.
Yeah, he joined the dark side.
Oh my god. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Well,
All
I
I've
mean,
been
they
telling
start
him
young.
is, be good, be nice to the rover. No. He just went on to the dark side then.
This is my Neil deGrasse Tyson impression.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's it. That's great.
That was
I love
it.
it.
That was the end of it. Yeah, sorry.
All
okay,
right.
how your buildings doing? This is great, right? Like the buildings are the one things I like to talk about the most. So how are they doing?
Nice. So actually, before I answer that, I will love to. So shout out to Chica187. Yes, I do see you. So how do we? So he asked, what do we do with the rewards we collect, and how do we redeem them? That's a really good question. Do you want to answer that one, Char?
Yeah, so that's a pretty broad question, right? Like by rewards, do you mean like the rewards in game from activities, for instance, say like defeating aliens or defeating cities, or do you mean like rewards from completing daily activities? There are lots of different methods to be rewarded in Moonscape, right? There you can, they're not all available in the current version, but in later releases, you'll have lots of different methods, right? Like you'll be able to fight aliens and get rewards right there, right? Or you'll be able to complete daily missions and they will give you your rewards. And then there's things that are like, defeating, like battling cities, and then, harvesting basically the loot that you got from that battle. So like basically whenever you interact with something that's going to give you a reward, you can get it then. But then if you mean like rewards from staking, for instance, like for example, if which we'll talk about in a little bit, right? The buildings have functions that allow you to have a sort of long-term pools, right? And then like you can either withdraw at the end of the season, or it's up to you basically when you want to withdraw. Some things are locked, and those will be elucidated in like later articles, but some things you can kind of withdraw at random. So there's like, to summarize what I just said, there's like immediate stuff like battles and game, and you'll get your rewards instantly. And then there are pools that you can stake in, which we'll talk about over the course of this stream, and you can just kind of withdraw as either needed or allowed. I hope that answers the question.
Yeah, so he's mainly wanted to understand about the reward in the daily activity.
Oh, I see. Of course. Well, yeah, so get yours. Great. You can do it.
Yeah, let's do it. And shout out to Supa Dupa Padawan. Yeah, loving it. You like my Star Wars reference? That's great. And hello, Charlize, and hello, Eduardo, and hello, Wariachi. Hello.
Man, we got so
So
many languages out there.
yeah, so like there's one thing that I just loved about in live chat that it's so different than a YouTube video. It's that you get to interact with people in real time. So it's really
Yeah,
nice, and to it's a really nice thing that I can just say hi to them and
yeah,
answer their questions right there and then. So that's really nice. All right.
yeah. It's very satisfying. Very satisfying.
Mm-hmm. So since I turn off the Moonscape music, and instead we kind of put on some chill vibe here, because I
Yeah.
think we're going to enter my city, and at the same time we could talk about some city related tokenomics, if you don't mind, since you're the
Yeah.
godmother of those cities.
Uh, Maybe lower your expectations in the godmother fashion. I failed
I'm
godmother
obsessed
school,
with it.
but it's all good. Yeah, we could talk about that. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. So
Sure.
you named this city, right?
I named the buildings,
Uh-huh.
but the names are more or less just based on their looks. Like I just wanted them to their names to match, like the outside to match the outside.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think about that sentence before I started it, but basically, I wanted the name to match the look. Um, I hope that worked, but also to have something to do with their actual functions, right? Because the cities all have, as all players know, they have two
Mm-hmm.
functions, right? Which is an in-game function and a DeFi function. We talk about this
Yes.
everywhere. It's one of the big sell points of Moonscape, because Moonscape is a game for people who like DeFi. It's a game for people who are into this space and who want to gamify their process to enjoy earning and playing at the same time. And so this was very deliberate in how this was designed, right? So we'll talk a little bit about that. Are you gonna try to defeat the city, or like no, you're gonna try to like battle the city real quick?
I think I wanted to try to battle other cities. I'm just kind of like, so the last time when we're here, my cities are all of my buildings are only upgraded until level 4, and now they're at
Mm,
level 5. So you can see that they grew up a little bit. It's just
yeah,
like
look at them.
seeing my kids growing up just makes me want to cry. It's just like it's hard to be a mother.
Yes, look at your babies. They're
I
growing.
know
Amazing.
they're just growing up so fast.
Oh my god.
Next thing you know, they're gonna be exported into NFT and leave the house.
You see your
You like my
see
you
your
like
buildings
my
off.
uh-huh.
You see your buildings off to college. Is that what's gonna happen?
Yes, that's when they're 18. That's all right. So I can go rate the city. So while we're on it, I would love to understand, like, to for those who's still very young and fresh with the concept of DeFi. So I would like to understand from your point of view, what is a DeFi and how does it what's the function behind it? So for
Like
example, a
why
lot of
DeFi?
people, yeah, so like for example, a lot of people don't understand why when you stake your token in a pool, you get rewards from it.
Oh, that's a deep question. And let me put on my
Mm-hmm.
Socrates hat
Yes.
and try to.
While I battle and try my best to raid the city.
Okay, well, you've got 2 minutes to attack. I'll try to
Yeah,
use 50% of that time or less to answer the
sure.
question.
Just ignore my scream and cry.
Yeah, let me just channel the correct answer here. So,
Yes.
DeFi, as I think everyone who's using Binance, the platform is aware, right? It's all about decentralized finance, and by finance, we mean a lot of the traditional sorts of financial mechanisms that people who are very wealthy have access to all of the time on, in centralized areas, but decentralized and democratized and more freely available to those outside of the traditional black suits who go into that kind of finance, right? And so if you think about it, right, like if you have a credit card that gives you rewards, for say like miles, like plane miles for using for paying your debt to the credit card on time. How does that work? Why does that work, right? It's because by putting your fiat into the credit card pool, right, you're keeping the liquidity, that is the actual live money that people can use, right? You're keeping that pool usable to the people who are in that ecosystem, right? And so they reward you with your liquidity by giving you plane miles, right? And so it's very clear that from that system that the credit card system, right, credit card company is rewarded by your liquidity, and so airline tickets are like your reward in that case. So, but that's coming from like a centralized source. In DeFi, right, the logic is the same. By adding your liquidity into a pool and by participating in the economy, by growing that economy, by giving it more use cases and giving it more confidence, you are increasing its value, in which everyone wins, right? There are no losers in this game. If the token that you hold increases in value, everyone who's a part of that pool increases, and everyone wins, right? So DeFi is a way for us to sort of democratize some of the traditional aspects of finance, make it winnable for everybody, right? And we want to take that as Seascape and our affiliates and put that into a fun package, because we love games. We love gaming. We've been working in games and playing games forever. So it's just like a marriage of two things that we think are have a lot of future on the planet.
I think it's very interesting. I think it's very interesting that after so many years of building this traditional financial program and the whole economy building around it, I think it's really interesting that nowadays we get to combine the two exciting things. Like, it's kind of like combining two different worlds together for those who love financial background and function, but also people who love gaming. Like, put it together, you got a DeFi game that it's like having a game that you can also play and earn at the same time. That it's really a cool concept. That's why I think we don't have enough people to praise this enough about it. Like, people understand about crypto, people understand about blockchain, but this new GameFi theme is so fresh, and I don't think a lot of people understand how this is gonna be a huge thing in the future.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like, so everyone here probably is aware that the market isn't doing very great. Not just, our own market, but like the wider market in general, stocks, all that stuff is down. But one area that is continuing to grow, so much so that it's gotten the attention of, governments and whatnot across the world. Cointelegraph just released a new study on it, and PlayTorn just released a huge study as well, and that's GameFi. GameFi is one of the few areas where something like half of the transactions that were going on in the space as of last year were somehow gamified. It's still growing. You're still seeing a lot of optimism and positivity in this space, and that's why we're a part of it. We really believe in it. We think that there's a lot that can happen with this, and we're hoping that Moonscape is just one step in the future of growing this great industry. And we're very happy for all of everyone out there in the audience to be a part of it. And please, come not just here with us in these live streams, but come play our games and come like chat with us on Telegram and like help us be a part of that movement, right?
Exactly. I feel like our community right now is being in a lot of movement, and like we're kind of like a pioneer in it. So no matter you're watching the stream or you got interested and then you join our community in Twitter, in Telegram, in YouTube, in our website, anywhere, that as long as you're joining, we are always there, and we're always like sharing our thoughts with each other. It's really sort of like a community. The sense of community is like growing together with this company, and it doesn't even make me feel like it's a company anymore. It feels like it's just a community where people.
We're a family.
Yes, it kind of is. It really is. So like we're from all over the world, and at the same time that we believe in the same thing. So
Yeah.
it's just sort of like a magical thing. So I remember our one of the product manager named Clinton. He used to say that this is like a Cinderella story. So it's yeah, I really believe that it is a really much of a it's very much of a fairy tale for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sweet.
so yeah,
How
exactly. So
how did your I didn't actually watch the city battle. Did it go okay?
I got destroyed as usual, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
it's fine. It's
I
fine.
I there's some time that I hit the triangle, so I'm pretty proud of it. So at least it's good.
Yeah.
So I want to go into the city, and then we can talk about the building. So there's a different
Yeah.
building, and the DeFi function in each building has different functions. So
Right.
why not we can like walk through with everyone?
Yeah, I'm sure everyone's really got a lot of questions about that. I'm sure everyone really wants to know, like, okay, I've seen you drive a rover across the surface of the moon. What are the DeFi functions? I'm glad you asked,
Yes,
mysterious
I asked.
NPC.
Yes, a
Let's
mysterious NPC. Great.
yeah, let's do our best to answer it. So, all right. So as you may have seen, I'm actually not sure if you've covered this before, but just to reiterate for people who may not be familiar, all of the buildings have a DeFi function and a core function, as we mentioned before. And the DeFi function is going to be a kind of pool, basically, right? A pool that you can participate in. And the pools come in three types, which are very traditional, so to speak, in the DeFi space. That is LP staking, single token staking, and NFT staking, right?
Yes.
And the a building will have a general type of staking, right? So, like for instance, right now we're looking at. I don't remember which building you're looking at, but this building's DeFi type is LP staking, right?
Yes.
And when you construct it, the actual LP tokens that will be required for the building will be selected after it has been constructed, right? So you don't choose them, they choose you. It's like a fortune cookie, right? Do you guys ever seen like a Chinese fortune cookie in Taiwan? Like they're like an American thing, but I don't know. Have you seen them before?
That's an American thing. Yeah, that's like an American version of Chinese food. But yeah, I saw it on Hollywood movies and TV series. So yes,
You've
fortune
never had
cookie it is.
Have you actually? You gotta go to like an American style Chinese restaurant and get like a little Chinese.
Side note: I've never had a Chinese a fortune cookie ever in my life.
Okay,
Never.
well next time you're in America, go get you one. And it's a very similar concept, right? So when you open the fortune cookie of your building, you will find out which pool you are a part of, right? And the kinds of tokens, I'm sure many of you want to know what kind of tokens will be available. So there'll be where do I start here? So as you may or may not know, here in Seascape, right, we have the Universal Token crowns, CWS. We've got RIB, which is also on the same chain as Moonscape. And we've got MSCP, which is, of course, useful specifically to Moonscape, right? And they have liquidity pools with Glimmer as well as USDT, I believe. And so you'll initially probably get LP staking pool from one of those. But as we have future partnerships, if you're out there, partnerships, you're welcome to come and hang out with us. Come get pizza, okay? As we have future partnerships.
Fortune cookies.
And fortune cookies. Get you a fortune cookie, come on. As we have future partnerships, other kinds of LP staking pools will be available. For a single token staking, initially, of course, it will be our native tokens. And
can you tell us what is our native token?
Right. So our the Seascape Universal token, of course, is crowns, CWS. Also, the other two tokens that we have on available on Moonbeam are in Moon River, are Rib and RAB Riverboat and MSCP. Right. So that'll also be a pool. That's another type of that's a different type of buildings that will have, single token staking. And then finally for NFTs, which has probably the most potential, probably, I think, this is my personal thought, but probably one of the biggest potentials for partnerships. Those will be, of course, our native NFTs like Scapes and the Zombie series and eventually other Seascape NFTs such as riverboats and just all these kinds of luscious NFT series, as well as any partnerships that we happen to work with. So you might be able to find NFTs that you have useful in some other ecosystem that might also be useful for us here as well. So so basically there'll be one of those three types of pools. Participate. It's like Pokemon. You got to catch them all, right? Catch all the pools.
You got to catch them all, yes.
Catch all the pools. Catch all the buildings. Get yours. Play. Earn. Get it. That is my recommendation.
Yeah, exactly. So that's really interesting. So now we have mainly we have three types of staking. One is, let me just break it down into a summary. So we got a single token staking, we got an LP staking, and we got an NFT staking. So we already know what a single token staking means. How about can you explain what an LP token means for those who were very fresh off the boat, not knowing much about DeFi?
Oh man, yeah, that's some. Okay, we can talk a bit about that. Yeah. So, you remember the analogy I made not long ago about credit cards and liquidity, right? So it's kind of similar to that, right? When two tokens, right? For example, crowns and I don't know, USDT, right? We use the USDT to add liquidity to the pool, right? We get and then to fatten that pool up. And when you donate to fatten that pool, you get some LP tokens, and as a reward, as an indication for you having participated in that liquidity pool, and you can go and stake them in various pools. There's lots of LP staking pools out across the crypto sphere. Almost certainly everyone in the audience has participated in one before. We've got a couple going on right now. Seascape, our very first game was an LP token staking game called Profit Circus. So it's a very basic entrance point for a lot of people who do DeFi stuff. So because it's very tried and tested, very tried and true. Everyone's used to it. Everyone's done it. We have those pools available, right?
Yeah.
So and the rewards that come out, who knows? It's the Portuguese. It's going to be, of course, one of the tokens on the LP pair, right? So
exactly. So also, for those who are curious about the games that Charmika just mentioned, the Profit Circus and all the other games, make sure you go check our YouTube channel. We'll have all of the information there. We'll also have a lot of all the tutorials about Moonscape and also all the other mini different games that are main games on Seascape. You can also find it over there. So make sure you go to check it if you want. So other than that, would you like to share what is the strategies connected with different pools?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So you might be wondering, right? Why? What's this whole pool DeFi core building thing? What is this all about, right? So one of the things that we really support a lot at Seascape is strategy, because we want our games to be games, right? We want games to be actual games. We want to think about stuff, and no matter how simple a game is, there should be some sort of strategy by which the player can put their brain to use to have a goal and work toward it, right? So you've only got 5 buildings in a city, but the combination of different pools, of course, outnumbers 5. Plus, you have your in-game needs. So you're going to have to balance your staking needs, that is the tokens that you have that you want to use to participate in pools, versus the actual in-game uses that you would need for the game. For instance, you might need more defense because you're playing with a lot of very aggressive players, or you may need to build lots of rovers so you can go and collect resources very quickly, right? But the in-game function versus the DeFi function, you have to make the decision. What matters to you? What's important to you? And you have to put those things together, right? So for example, right, you only have certain tokens, but in game you have a very specific need, right? And this building isn't fulfilling that need. Maybe you need to destroy it and build a new city that has a different pool that is going to better fit the needs that you have based on your current tokens and what your goals are within the game, right? So there's always going to be like this balance, this trade-off. And we like hearing from people like how they manage to do it, right? Like how do they manage to, do they focus extremely on sucking up resources by building a bunch of rovers first? Or do they focus on being very aggressive towards cities and taking resources from other cities? How do they balance that out, right? Because everything's all about balance. We have to make sure that balance is maintained, that it's fun, that you're able to earn from it, and yeah, that's like one like dimensionality of a strategy. The other side is the amount of time you're able to put into the game versus like those goals, right? So for example, let's say you don't have a huge amount of time, but you do have a lot of resources you'd like to participate into a pool. Well, you can go and purchase on the Scape store and on the open market a rover that someone else has put a lot of time into that fits those very specific needs, right? So let's say you have your buildings just exactly the way you want them, but you need something that's going to be very, very powerful to be able to, I don't know, get all the resources before your neighbors get them, or to be able to defend your city at a certain level, or whatever those goals happen to be. You can use the resources that you have to get something off the open market that fits those needs. And if you happen to have more time than resources, you can create those resources, right? You can create those assets, and then that is also a part of your strategy, right? So you see this right now. That's like sort of the backbone of GameFi in general. It's why GameFi is so popular and why it's still able to be so successful even in a depressed market. We want to take that to like a whole new level, right? To be able to have more different intersections of play, to be able to give you a lot more flexibility with how you interact with your own strategy, and to make that strategy very clear and talk about it and discuss it in Telegram and tweak it and make it with iterations over time. So that's what our ideas are, and we love your feedback. We really want to make it as delicate and tight as possible. So yeah, I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, that's very much like very detailed explanation on things. Like I think everything is about balance. I think it's very correct. So not to mention, like, this is like a game that also include financial functions in it. So it has like a blockchain function inside. So it really is depending on how you want to emphasize which one is lacking and which one you want to emphasize on. So at the same time, like, you do need to understand that there will be people attacking your city. They will be people raiding. So it's really much of like strategic. You really have to have like a strategic mind for it. This is not just a small little game that you play. It's really much of you really need to use, like, yes, you really do, like those China drama in like within Qing Dynasty. You need to think about things. Yeah, you need to think about all of the possibilities, and then you need to manipulate your thoughts, and you need to really, really process what is the next thing you wanted to do. If you if you only have so limited of tokens, which basket you wanted to put more into it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
It's all palace intrigue. It's all in there in the background, right? It's all.
That's what it makes it fun.
Yeah, exactly. That's the hope, at least, right? Like, I know in this current instantiation, not all of the gameplay functions are available, as it says right there at the bottom of the screen, right? But as the game progresses, of course, there will be lots of other ways for you to uh, demonstrate your strategy, to demonstrate the way that you interact with both the game and with other players, and you can help us, right? Because it's an interactive project, right? Tell us what you think. Like, oh, like, for example, initially, the city battle function was only 1 minute long, and many players in the first open beta felt that the balance was not quite right there. It was too difficult vis-a-vis the potential rewards. So we doubled it. So now it's 2 minutes, right? And
Yeah.
these kinds of balance acts are going to continue. That's just the process of making a game, right? So we invite that. We really need that kind of feedback. We need people to discuss this with us and help make Moonscape, the best game it can be.
Yeah, exactly. So also, I do notice that while we were having the closed beta the first time, there's a lot of people interacting in our Telegram and telling us what needs to be done, what needs to be adjusted. Even like me, when I'm playing the game myself, I also will encounter something that I wanted to feel like maybe it can be adjusted. And side note, I think I'm the one who persuade Erlen to make the killing the alien difficult, and now it backfired on me.
Really? That was you, huh?
Yes,
That was you.
that was me. That was
You
me.
should you should tell
I'm the
Cody, and I
one.
think he would. I think he will. He will
Yes,
have a reaction next time you guys stream together.
he
You
will. I
should.
will
You
never
should.
tell him
You should.
that.
My
I
God.
was because I remember the first time when I tried it out, it was like, oh, that was easy. I can do it. And I said, oh, maybe you can increase the difficulties in it. And he went ham on it. He really did. He was like,
Really?
now I can't do it anymore. I can't play it.
Oh my God. Oh my God, Jassy,
Yeah.
that's terrible.
I am a evil person. I did this to everyone. Yes,
Oh my.
Erlen
Girl.
told me that he changed the
Girl.
whole system because of me.
Girl.
I know.
Girl.
And now it
These
backfired
aliens-
on me.
Well, yikes. You want to go fight an alien? Let's go fight an alien.
I mean, of course, let's go fight an alien and see what did I do to myself.
Ooh, yikes. I'm praying for you.
Exactly. So while I'm fighting the alien, I think they're gonna sneak around those gray bodacious resources slots. So let's see. I think this one. Yep, there we go. So oh my God, I'm the one did this.
Ooh,
I have no
well,
complaints.
enjoy dying.
I'm just apparently I am.
Dibaki. I don't know how to pronounce that, but you're right. It's all her fault. If anybody has blame
Yes.
Jassy.
Blame me. I already died.
Oh
So
my
hard.
God.
Yeah,
God.
I'm already did it. It's on my 4D bake. Yes. 21 punk high. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, and for a person who loves video game but not good at video game, last time when I see Karim play it, he was so good at it. He was so fast. He was like left, right, up, down, and it's done. And he still couldn't defeat it. I feel bad.
These aliens do not, as the kids say, mess around. They mess not around. That is for sure. That's true. Yeah. Girl.
This is a meeting one. Let's do it.
Ooh. Close.
I can't. Okay. This one at least. Oh my god.
Girl.
I freaked out. I panicked.
Girl, you
I
can't
know.
Like, imagine you're on the moon, right? You can't just like freak out if you see an
If I'm
alien.
on the moon, I'll be dead the first hour.
Why? You can't.
No joke.
Don't give
Can't,
up. Stop
I
it.
can't charm them. I can't charm those aliens. I'm not their type. I'm their food type.
No. You eat them. That's the rule. You eat them.
I see. I've been so wrong all this time.
Clearly.
I am clearly. So that's insane. Yes.
Yeah,
So
well,
yes, the alien is hard. And I think for me, probably, so when we talk about strategy, you know, like we just talk about how we balance the strategy and how we need to understand what is more important than me. So like for me to as a player, so I think it's really important for me to, like, you know, upgrade my rover, because knowing how terrible I am with skills, like skills wise. So I think it's really important, for example, for me to upgrade my rover as fast as possible, and then like make sure like I put enough token in my DeFi pool. So I actually have a question. When you raid a city, when people raid your city, will they be able to, I think Char is out on the moon again. I think she got attacked by aliens. So let's wait for her to come back with us. But other than that, hello, Task Zip Aim. Hi. Hello, Malaya. Hello, 21 Punk. And hello, Bun Soap. Hello, IR Man. Hello to everyone. And hello to the 1.4K viewers. Hey, what's up? Welcome to be here and to join me and all of that. And make sure that if you like this, if you're the first timer and you enjoy this very much, make sure you go check out our website and make sure you go check things out. And now we have Sharp back from the moon. Did the alien attacked you?
Yeah, basically, I just I had to go like show an alien what for.
I know.
Smack, and then I had to go and like teach him a lesson. So
yes, did you teach him a lesson?
Yeah, I showed him what. I mean, I'm still alive, right? So.
Yeah, that's great. Did you also tell him that it's all Jesse's fault that he becomes so powerful?
I was like, this is for Jassy. Stop.
Exactly. So it comes to the question. So when a person attack and raid your city, they get your resource. We get that. And do they also like able to snatch your token profit or your rewards from the DeFi function, or no?
So you do lose like in-game resources, and those in-game resources have a direct connection, right, to like your actual benefits of the game, right? So that's what play to earn means, right? That the gameplay and your earnings are inextricably tied. So yeah. here's my advice: don't let some suckers blow up your city, man. Protect your house. Protect your house.
Oh goodness! So if someone destroy your buildings, your staking will be destroyed as well.
Not necessarily staking is destroyed. No, don't think of it that way. It's more like just protect your house. Just like you don't want to use your resources are very limited, and you use those resources to do things within the game that are very important, right? So, for example, like if the resources are limited, and if you lose them, you may not be able to, for example, upgrade your rover to do X, Y, or Z, right? Then when you go and do other things within the game, that'll affect your actual, overall, like what you take away from the game, right? So it's just like you want to protect your resources because it's a game aspect, and the game aspect and the DeFi they're not separate things. They're like an integrated whole, right? So they're not gonna, like, I don't know, rob your pool, but like don't let them mess with your house, man. That's your house.
Exactly. Make sure you lock your door, gear it up, and the city defense needs to be high up. And also, make sure you fill up our form so we can hear your first thought immediately, so we can improve anything if you want us to do. And so far it's been great. So we actually have a lot of feedback from people.
Jack Ryan 99, you're very correct. We're gorgeous. We know it. Thank you for recognizing.
Thank
you. Absolutely.
谢谢。
Wait, how do you pronounce Armenian? Beautiful girl in Armenian? How do you read that? Can you anglicize that? I need to learn it.
What?
Oh, I just learned that Armenian has its own script several days ago. I didn't even know this was.
Really? Okay, yeah, now you know. You learn new things every day. Just exactly our purpose for streams. We're very educational. We teach people and we learn something from them too.
Yeah.
So wise. A girl with a cat ear can never be this wise.
Right. Cat ears are fountains of wisdom. Let no man tell you otherwise.
Exactly.
And one of those spouts of wisdom are y'all need to get out there and play some Moonscape. When it's ready, get out there and play. Go roam the moon. Go high five an alien. Go earn some tokens.
Yeah, exactly. So when it comes to tokens, do you want to talk about some the Cointelegraph report on GameFi?
Girl, okay, so just real quick, because we're running out of time. I know, don't cry.
I know,
but just really quickly. I mean, I don't want to be out here
3 days
puffing us up bigger than we are. But if right now, go out there and just search which regions within our industry, within those of us who enjoy being a part of blockchain communities. Go and see where the growth is. Go and see where the communities are. Go and see what the future is. And pretty much everyone's going to tell you that it's GameFi, right? Go and look at playtoearn.com. Go and look at Cointelegraph. Go and look at just go check out what exists out there. And you will 100%, absolutely, unquestionably find that this is the space that has so much potential, right? And that is, we're not just saying that because we work in it. Of course, we would just say that because we work in it, but it's because we actually believe it, right? And this is just this was just the beginning. We have so much more in store. We have so many more ways to gamify your earnings, and we have lots of partnership things we want to do in the future. So yeah, and in addition to games, in future live streams here on Binance, we actually want to do some stuff with you guys. So we want to actually pull some of you guys with us to play, to do other Moonscape related trivia events, to do role plays. So you guys got to come and follow us on our socials so that you can come and hang out with us, right? And come do cool stuff, right? Because you guys are cool. We know you're cool because you're here. So come and do all those cool things.
Yep. We actually are brewing some cool ideas to how to interact with you all. So make sure that, just like what Char said, make sure you check all of our handles. Make sure you follow everywhere, everything, because you will never know when we're gonna drop some great news on y'all. So, for example, we will probably have something that we can invite you guys coming over and have fun with us, and you'll hang out with us. We're cool people, just like you guys. So
yeah, we want to hang out, and you can teach us Armenian and stuff. There's all kinds of stuff you can do, right? So just come and do those things. Right?
I can teach you some Chinese if you want, and or Italian. Yeah, exactly. So there are so many things we can do, and in the future We have so many ideas for this Binance stream. And shout out to all the 1.k viewers that are watching us right now. Shout out to all of y'all. Make sure that we are always here every week, the same time. We'll always be here. If you want us, you can find us here. Yeah.
Hey, Armin, I want to drink cognac with you, dude. Like, come on, man. You got the cognac, I will be there. Like,
what's a cognac?
Cognac, that is like a really high, expensive, like, liquor. Girl, go get some cognac.
Ooh. I want it too. Is it a shot? Cognac? I want some shot.
You can have a shot, but you gotta sip it. You're gonna like enjoy it slowly, like Moonscape. See, you like what I did there? You like what I did there?
I see what you did there. Like, connect.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, you don't shut it down. You sip it. You enjoyed it. You taste it. You feel it. It feels how it makes you react and how you can experience it. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's great. Well, thank you so much for joining me today with all the people here. I'm
so
pleasure, honored, my queen.
It was a pleasure, my darling. I can't wait till the next time.
Yes, queen. Yes, thank you so much. So everyone, thank you. Shout out to Charmika for joining here. And I will definitely see you next time. All right, Char?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you guys. And yeah, I know where to find you. All right. So thank you, Char, for joining. I'll see you later. Bye. Well, so that is Char. So I'm sure that you guys have a lot of fun with Char, just like I always do. It has been a really good time. And shout out to Past P. Yes, looking forward to every future live streaming with Char, with me, with all the other people that's streaming for Moonscape. So yes, make sure that you follow all of our handles and make sure that tomorrow we'll also have another Binance stream here on Binance Live. So if you have any questions, if you have anything that you wanted to add, if you have anything you wanted to ask us or to give me some feedback about it, always make sure that you can come here and hang out with us. Thank you guys so much, and make sure that you go to all of our handles to find out the latest news. And I hope you guys have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. So I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.